Howdy folks, azwaldo here. Going to take a look at the W3 Schools online tutorials for web design in just a moment. First, I thought I'd show you some images to share the work that I do that combines web design and computer programming. This is an image from a university in Australia. This gentleman is helping a couple of students who are studying formal Chinese language, and what you can see on the screenshots here on these displays are the virtual world where he has created a simulated environment. And in this picture there is a heads-up display. This little toolbar is what I've designed. I'm going to let you take a look at that in just a moment. Let's see how that toolbar works. Here we see a picture from inside of the virtual world. The simulation has a newsstand, and the heads-up display, or toolbar in this case, has opened up the wallet, and the wallet has a number of currency buttons. And if the student wants to, for example, buy a magazine or buy a CD, and this is virtual, of course, this is a virtual world, he can select to buy an item, and then he has to make the selection in the wallet. Well, how does that work? Let's take a look at some code, and this is programming code that I'm working on today for a different object, but I thought I'd just let you see that there's quite a bit that can go behind these interactions when it comes to programming them. And if we look at the HUD wallet that we just saw a moment ago, you can see that at some point there's a command to evaluate totals. So in considering the denominations of the currency on that wallet, we want to know how many notes, how many of each note we have, and determine what the total currency is, so that we can then buy whatever object it is we want in that virtual world. You can learn more about his simulation at virtualhanyu.com. A lot of videos, a lot of information about what he's doing to support the learning of the Chinese language. So how do you begin to learn the programming that works behind the scenes in a video game or a website or a learning environment? W3 Schools is an excellent website for this, and you can learn about JavaScript and cascading style sheets. I've worked with PHP and SQL, and the most basic, of course, is HTML. So let's take a look at the HTML tutorial. You'll see that it introduces information. There are examples, quizzes, references, so you can go at your own pace, and it's step by step going to take you through the information to help you learn how to use HTML, which is hypertext markup language. What I like best about this website is not only the information, how well it's written, but this little tool. This is a feature that I really like. Try it yourself. I'm going to click on that button, and we see that we have an editor where the code that's entered on the left is rendered on the right. So I can, for example, replace this text and say my test heading and submit, and there we have my test heading. If you know just a little bit about cascading style sheets, you can come in here and say, well, that heading, I think I like it better in red, so I'm going to put color red for the first level, which is the largest heading in a document, and then when we submit, we actually see that that's been turned red. So I hope you have a chance to visit the HTML tutorial at w3schools.com, and next time maybe I'll take you on a tour of some of the demos that I've made. I've got a link down here at the bottom of my site. It's not so much hidden as just not broadcast. This button, this is a rollover button for demonstrations, and there are some tutorials that I've written. And that's all I've got today. Cheers.